Welcome back to Explain America. This is your host, Kyle Becker. Well, former special counsel Jack Smith, he has been exposed, and he seized Trump's government-issued cell phone, and he was gobsmacked by what he found on it. And we're going to break this down, but before we do, please like, share, and comment at Explain America. Join us. We appreciate your support for common sense journalism. Now, it has been revealed by Attorney General Pam Bondi that during the Arctic Frost investigation, we found that the special counsel, aka Jack Smith, seized President Trump's government-issued phone. Now, she adds, this means the Biden administration turned over President Trump's phone to special counsel, an unprecedented action. Now, in addition, special counsel subpoenaed all of President Trump's personal phone records. We can never again allow this kind of government weaponization in America. I submitted these new documents to our partners on Capitol Hill. I commend the FBI. And we do as well. Now, Jack Smith, as you know, he was prosecuting Donald Trump for alleged retention of classified documents when he was president of the United States at his second office in Mar-a-Lago. And it's very ironic because Jack Smith was actually illegally obtaining these documents to the extent that these are privileged documents because they belong to the President of the United States. There is separation of powers, and there is a process for obtaining executive information. And these documents, they belong to President Donald Trump. And so they did not go through the proper process. James Boasberg, he was at the heart of this scandal, and he authorized this illegal surveillance, and he was just slapped with impeachment over this just huge scandal. And so President Trump, he was clearly operating in a legal fashion because, well, Jack Smith did not find anything on this phone to prosecute him for, so he violated the Constitution, and so he can be accused of treason against the United States because he violated separation of powers. He knowingly and willingly do so. He broke the law because a FISA surveillance warrant, it does not give you authorization to breach separation of powers. This is totally beyond the pale. This is unconstitutional. This is one of many disturbing revelations to come out of the Arctic Frost probe, and that includes spying on senators and dozens of Trump allies. They weren't even looking for crimes. They were just targeting these people and trying to prosecute them based on constitutional behavior. For example, alternate slates of electors. Well, they are authorized under the Constitution. The Democrats even challenged slates of electors under JFK, and they also challenged slates of electors in further elections. If you look at 2000 with Al Gore, and you look at the Bush elections and the first Trump election, there were Democrats who objected to the slates of electors and wanted them to be reviewed. So obviously none of this was illegal. Objecting to elections is not illegal. It is also authorized under the U.S. Constitution, and you can challenge elections in a court of law. You can accuse states of fraud, and that is perfectly legal, constitutionally protected speech. So this is all a charade. It is all a ruse. Trump did nothing wrong. And weigh in with your own thoughts. We appreciate hearing from you at Explain America.